back to my channel. I am super excited about today's reading. Today we are going to be doing a weekly prediction pick a card reading, which is going to focus on what's going to be going on for us this next upcoming week or 7 days after you watch this video. I am going to try to post these at the beginning of every week, but all of my weekly readings are going to be timeless readings, so it doesn't matter like when I post it or when you watch it. It's going to be focused on the next 7 days after you watch your reading, okay? So they can be watched at any time. You can even go back and watch them, and you might even get a different reading for a different week. So just keep that in mind. All right, you guys already know what's up. I have 3 piles for the week. Pile number 1 with Green Aventurine, pile number 2 with Angelite, and pile number 3 with Rhodonite. So go on ahead, take a second, pause the video, take a couple deep breaths, pick your pile, and I will meet you at your reading. Hello, group number 1. So this reading is for those of you who chose the Green Aventurine bracelet. One thing that I will say about this bracelet is that it's a money magnet and like an opportunity magnet. So if you're looking for a job, or if you are short on cash, or if you just want to attract and align with abundance overall, get you some Green Aventurine. So we are going to take a look at your tarot cards first, and then get into the oracle cards. So for what is going to happen with you guys this week, group number 1, I'm going to show you all the cards first, and then I'm going to explain to you what they mean. So we pulled the 8 of Fire here. We have the Hermit, the Page of Water, the 8 of Air in reverse. Interesting. We have the Ace of Earth. We have the Unity card, aka the Hierophant in traditional tarot. We have the 6 of Water. We have the 3 of Fire in reverse. We have the Ego card in reverse. And we have the Star. So group number 1, I just kind of want to say you should really give yourself a pat on the back, because I definitely see you coming out of this energy of feeling trapped and kind of being the source of your own trap. Like you're trapping yourself in your mind, like you're being trapped by your thoughts. It's kind of like you're creating an illusion of being trapped, basically. I see that especially with the 8 of Air. But first we're going to start off with the 8 of Fire. So this week I see things might be moving at a very, very fast pace. You might feel like, damn, this is a lot going on. Shit's just moving quickly. But I definitely see things falling into place for you and lining up for you very quickly, very rapidly. It might throw you off a little bit, but that's okay. And I feel like because of this, it's important that you get your quiet time, because we have that card followed by the Hermit. So this week you're gonna have to spend you're gonna need a little bit of quiet time this week with all of this chaos that's going on. You're gonna have to spend a little bit of time to yourself so that you can kind of collect your thoughts and really tune into what you need, tune into yourself, discover yourself a little bit, you know, make room for yourself, take up your own space. Next we have the Page of Water here. So I see that there is somebody kind of coming into your life. This could be a new person coming into your life, or you could be beginning more of like a romantic type of partnership with somebody that you've already known or somebody that you've already been friends with. It could be a relationship like beginning a new phase, basically beginning a more romantic phase. So I definitely see like some type of new innocent childlike love coming into the picture for you guys, group number 1. I also see here with the 8 of Air in reverse that you're coming out of a space where you felt very, very trapped, very, very trapped by your own thoughts. And it's almost in a way where you feel like you don't know how you're going to get out of this energy. So I definitely see you're coming out of this energy this week, group number 1. I also see here with the Ace of Earth that money is on the way. Finances are on the way. Also, tax season is right around the corner too. I know that doesn't really have much to do with this week unless you are watching it into tax season, because this is a timeless reading, but tax season is around the corner too. I see you getting a sum of money. large or small sum of money. I see you getting a sum of money that's going to help you out a lot this week. If not this week, sometime very, very soon. So just be prepared for that. Open your space up for that, to receive that. I also see you kind of wanting more friends, wanting more relationships. I kind of see you going out of your comfort zone this week and kind of venturing off to meet new people and make new friends, and kind of align with people who are more like you. Align with people who, like the friends that you always wanted, basically. You're going to kind of try to venture out and go for that this week. I see that happening. I also see you kind of lining up with people who are like spiritually like-minded. So if you're part of a religion, or if you're not part of a religion, you just want more spiritual friends, I see you kind of venturing off and making some of those spiritual friends and connections. I do see here with the Six of Water being in reverse, I feel like this week you might be having a lot of memories coming up from your childhood, and they might not be the best memories. You might be kind of working through some childhood traumas this week. So and also with the Hermit here, I just want to tell you, be patient with yourself this week, because you already have a lot going on. So don't be afraid to kind of draw boundaries with people if you feel like they're tugging on your energy a little bit too much, because you really do need a little bit extra emotional space this week, because I'm not going to say like you're going through it, but you know, you might be kind of feeling a little bit sensitive at this time, especially to your emotions. And I feel like you might be really kind of reminiscing on the past and kind of processing old emotions. We're about to be going into 2020, so I definitely see you kind of clearing out some anything that you don't want to bring with you into 2020. I definitely see you kind of starting to clear out and work through that this week. And if you're already watching this in 2020, I just kind of see you clearing it out and working through it, just to proceed in general. So this next card here is followed by the Three of Fire. So this is a promise. This is a promise of money, a promise of like successful business endeavors. It's a promise of like it's okay to make long-term plans. Basically, you're gonna have everything that you need in order to do so. So I definitely see you being like, you're gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. With this Three of Fire and this Ace of Earth here, this is promising that you are going to have everything that you need. So if you're feeling worried, if you're having a little bit of anxiety, which I do sense you might have a little bit of anxiety, everything is going to work out. And I feel like you're kind of coming into a space where you're starting to trust this a little bit more, especially as I see you're coming out of this feeling trapped energy with the Eight of Air in reverse. Next, we also have the Eagle card. So the Eagle card is also about kind of creating a false sense of entrapment. It's kind of like being wrapped up by your ego. And it's also about like kind of, it can be about like giving into temptation, because this is the Devil card. This is the Devil card, but in this deck it's the Eagle card. So this is kind of like just getting caught up in temptation and things that things that don't serve you. And with this card being in reverse, I see you coming out of this energy of sort of giving into temptation. You might be somebody who's dealt with some type of addiction. Just take everything I say as it resonates. But it's definitely, I see these cards like right up under each other. With them being in the upright, it's kind of all about like you feel trapped, and you're kind of like the source of being trapped, like being trapped in your mind. But with them in the reverse, I see you kind of coming out of this energy. So you're definitely coming out of a space of feeling trapped by your thoughts and by your ego as well. And this last card that we have here, and I love that this reading ended off with this star, is saying that this is basically like a you made it, you did it kind of card. And it's also like a person's, I want to say, ideal spouse. So if somebody sees you like this, it's like they're kind of thinking about you as a potential spouse. But at the end of this spread, I feel like this is kind of Spirit's way of saying you made it through, now kind of make plans for your future. Think about your future. Think about what you want at this time. And I definitely see that you're going to start doing that, because everything is going to fall into alignment for you guys. Group number 1. I see you meeting new people, making new friends. I even see this new person possibly coming into your life with this Unity card. When you decide to kind of go out, venture out, and like meet new people and make new friends and meet people who are more spiritually like-minded, I can see this person potentially coming in for you. So I definitely see a lot of good things coming in for you. I see a new relationship coming in for you. I see money coming in for you, potentially a new job. If you're feeling jobless, I definitely see not feeling jobless. If you are jobless, I definitely see a job offer on the way to you. And I definitely feel like this week you should spend a lot of time to yourself, a lot of quiet time to yourself. So that's it for the tarot cards, but we're going to get into the oracle cards to close the reading. So we're going to start with the animal oracle. We have the buffalo spirit. The abundant universe will provide. I also feel the need to tell you I see a lot of red, so you might need to work on your root chakra. Some of you might have to work on your root chakra a little bit. We have the hawk spirit. Let spirit be your guide. We have the dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. And we have the beaver spirit. Lay a solid foundation. So with these 4 cards here, I see this is a promise. Like, this is literally a promise. This spread is very, very promising. The buffalo spirit is promising you that the universe is going to provide. And I told you, everything is going to work out for you in the realm of finances and money. If you're looking for a job, it's on the way. Whatever opportunity you're looking for, it's already on the way if it's not already there. With the 3 of fire and where is it? With the 3 of fire and the star, both cards are saying make long-term plans here. Look, both cards are saying make long-term plans here. With the buffalo spirit too, saying, hey, the universe got you. Like, and then we have the hawk spirit telling you that let spirit be your guide. Basically, kind of what I'm getting right now is that you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything to kind of make this all fall into place. All you have to do is just give yourself the kind of quiet time and space that you need, and do what you love. I see here, be loyal to what you love. So I feel like this has to do with like whatever job you decide to do, or whatever job you're kind of whatever new career field you might be stepping into, make sure it's something that you love. Make sure you're spending your time actually doing something that you love, because having a job that you don't love, or don't even like for that matter, that shit is so draining. But yeah. And then we have the beaver spirit, lay a solid foundation. So this also ties into making long-term plans. Lay a solid foundation, think about what you want, and kind of figure out how you want to build that this week to get to where you want to be. All right. Next, we have some of the Work Your Light oracle cards. So we have the inner temple, devotion, tune into the inner portal of your heart. This goes hand in hand with the hermit card that is telling you to give yourself the quiet time that you need to really tune into your emotions and what you need. We have awakening. So this card is about literally integrating a new way of being into yourself. It's about total transformation, a complete new perspective, and like upgrading energetically. Like the universe is upgrading you energetically. Like this is probably your ass when you sleeping in your light body. You probably floating up into the sky and everything. Your light body floating up into the sky. So yeah, I definitely see you're basically being upgraded. Like the universe is upgrading you from being in this egocentric, trapped, illusion type of anxiety-filled space to being in this star space, this really happy space of just having what you want. Everything's gonna work out. You know, I really feel the need to tell you, give yourself a pat on the back. We also have the play card, which is like have fun, celebrate this energy that you're coming out of. Celebrate it, because it's worth celebrating. Like you did it, like you made it through, you made it out, like, and you're really about to come into this energy. Whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not, you really are about to come into this energy. And we have Sisterhood of the Rose. So the Sisterhood of the Rose card just tells me that you're somebody who is a natural leader. Like, this is somebody who is a teacher, a priestess, a mystic, a healer, whatever. You might even be somebody who's like kind of does, like, I don't want to say cult work, but maybe like group work. You know, you might kind of, it's kind of like having, like, if you see them, they're all kind of banded together. It's kind of like that. So it's kind of like, I want to say a cult or like a spiritual group of people who kind of like teach. So I can see that kind of energy coming in, especially with the Unity card here. So I definitely see you. You might find your like sisterhood of witches or something like that. Or just your soul family. So I see you kind of finding your soul family and like just taking over with them and like really diving into your spirituality with them. So I definitely see things lining up for you this week, group number 1. Okay, that is all I have for you today. I truly hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay guys, and I will see you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. So this is for those of you who chose the Angelite bracelet. One thing I will say about this bracelet is that it's very, very calming, very, very soothing, and it just has that real nice angelic vibe to it. It's also good for like communication, and if you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of patience, I definitely recommend having Angelite. I wear it to work all the time. It's like a good stone to have. So we are going to get into your tarot cards first. Just lining everything up here. And then we're going to get into the oracle cards. So the first card that I have for what's going on for you this week. I'm going to show you all the cards first. And then I'm going to explain what they all mean. So we have the 8 of Water first. We have the Dreamer in reverse. We have the 5 of Water. We have the Queen of Fire in reverse. We have the Ace of Fire. We have the 9 of Air. The Queen of Water in reverse. We have the Renewal card in the reverse. The 7 of Air. Yes, I pulled quite a few for you guys. The 5 of Earth. The Wheel, and we have Balance. Okay, so just let me take a second to look at these. So I am feeling a lot of anxiety with this spread. Okay, I had to kind of group everything in a way that was easier to read. Okay, so for the first thing that I see with you guys, I see you guys wanting more out of life. With this 8 of Water here, this 8 of Water is wanting to move on. It's wanting more out of life. It's wanting more out of your relationships. It's wanting more out of your friendships. It's wanting more out of your connection. It's just wanting more. It's like wanting to move on into something more meaningful, basically. However, with the Dreamer in the reverse here, I see that you are not particularly willing to kind of step out of the comfort zone in order to find this greater meaning. I feel like there is a little bit of resistance in doing so because you strike me as the type of person who is very resistant to change and doesn't really want things to change. So I see you wanting more, but not actually being willing to step out of your comfort zone in order to get it. And then with this 5 of Water here, I see things kind of not particularly going your way kind of because of this unwillingness to move forward and to accept change. I see things not really turning out the way that you would expect or the way that you might hope. But I do see that you have great potential. for this meaning. We have the Queen of Fire here in reverse, and the Queen of Fire is all about like spreading your wings and flying and just getting ready to assert yourself and your creativity and your independence. And this card is in the reverse, so I also sense that there is a resistance to stepping into that energy and stepping into that power. But I do see a new opportunity on the way, like a new job opportunity here with this Ace of Fire. So I see somebody coming towards you with an offer this week, or a job offer or something. But I see you being really afraid and really, really worrisome. Like you might not even deserve it, or you might just. And I also see for some of you, I feel like you might have been dealing with this anxiety so much, it might be keeping you up at night. It's like you're creating this you're thinking the worst of everything, the worst possible outcome of this situation. And the more you sit in it, it's like the more you kind of bring those issues and those feelings, those thoughts into reality. You have to understand that your thoughts and your feelings are not yours to own. You cannot fully 100% claim them, because if you do, you bring them into your reality. And I see here this amazing opportunity, coming your way and making its way into your life, and you're not even sure if you want to accept it, because you're not even sure if you deserve it or not. And you do. I'm here to tell you, you do deserve it. You really do. I also see somebody trying to come into the picture for you. I see somebody that wants to get closer to you. I see somebody who wants to build something with you, or sees a potential in you. But I see with this Queen of Water in reverse, I see you kind of pushing them away, also out of fear. So be mindful this week, group number 2. Don't push things away out of fear. Don't push potentially really good things away out of fear. We also have this renewal card right here. So this is, if I'm not mistaken, in traditional tarot, this is the Judgment card. But this card is in reverse. And this card is all about stepping back and really assessing a situation for what it is, assessing it from all angles. And I feel like that's something that you really need to do. You need to kind of take a step back and assess your life from all angles. You need to assess this new beginning that you want, this desire that you have to move on. You need to assess this new job opportunity, or this new financial opportunity that's coming in your way. Whatever opportunity this is, whatever opportunity is coming your way, you need to assess that. And this person that's trying to come in and love you and show how they truly feel about you, like, you need to assess that. And I feel like with this card being in the reverse, I feel like you might kind of just treat the situation like it's easier just not to think about it, or you just don't want to assess the facts or don't want to go into it. But I'm seeing here that if you don't, you're going to have to revise your plans somewhere down the line, because with this Seven of Air is all about kind of having to stop and rethink everything, and things not going according to plan because nothing was thought out well enough. Nothing was really sorted through. The situation wasn't really it's like going into something without having everything that you need. So you have to backtrack, basically. You have to go back, get what you need, and then reassess the whole situation. If you don't go into this renewal, this assessment of the facts energy right here, you're going to end up going into this energy, which is you're going to end up having to go back and do it anyways. So save yourself the time by flipping this in the upright and actually kind of taking the time to assess things for what they really are this week. In regards to just your life in general, your job, this person. I also see with the next couple cards here, I have the Five of Earth. So I see that you're afraid. Like, there's great fear surrounding money. I see that you might be the type of person who wants to go out and make, I see that you might be the type of person who wants to go out and make money, but like you might have like anxiety. I feel like you have anxiety about actually like maybe going out, working with the public, or just kind of having a job in general. I feel like I kind of feel a little bit of Taurus energy here, maybe just a little bit, but like I feel like it's like you want money, you want stability, you want to kind of have it on your own, but at the same time right now it's just kind of like you don't. And it talks about like being willing to accept help from other people. It's like you'd be surprised how many people would actually be willing to help you if you actually ask for help. And I feel like you're the type of person who does not want to ask for help. I feel that like resistant, like no type energy. You might even be the type of person that will like help everybody, but when it comes to you actually reaching out and asking for help, you just don't feel comfortable doing so. So I see you kind of being really insecure financial wise. And I also see you kind of needing, this is the balance card, but it's also the temperance card in traditional tarot. So I see you kind of coming into this energy where you just kind of want to balance everything around you. You want to balance your social life. You want to balance your job. You want to balance the time that you have with yourself, your relationship with yourself. I see you kind of coming into this space of balance towards the end of this week. I see you kind of creating this balance for yourself, creating moderation for yourself, and not even in a way that's like limiting, but, and I also see you kind of waiting on the perfect timing for a situation, whether this is the perfect timing to go for a job, the perfect timing to talk to somebody. I see you kind of doing things in moderation this week. I think that's the best way I can say that. Take it how it resonates. And I do see that coming out of this energy, coming out of this space, and working through this is going to be very, very rewarding for you. With the wheel here, this is like a promise. It's like you made it through, and it's like a time of positive change, a time of getting what you want, and a time of continuing to push forward into what you've created, what you already made for yourself. So I definitely see, once you sort through this energy, once you sort through all of these energies, everything will fall into place and you'll be really proud of yourself. Yeah, I definitely see you working through all of this, group number 2. So that's all I have for the tarot. Now we're going to get into the oracle cards. So let's get into the animal oracles first. All right. So we have the cow spirit. Miracles are endless. Be more open to trusting that miracles are on the way and that you are deserving of them. We have the canary spirit. Sing your own song. Come into your own space, you know. We have the pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. Because your mind can either be your best friend or your worst nightmare. And only you are in control of that. We have the brown bear spirit. Take time out. And while you're taking the time out, go into this energy, revise your plans, or go into this energy right here, assess the facts, revise your plans, take a time out. Because if you don't, you're going to have to do it somewhere down the line eventually. Keep that in mind, group number 2. And then we have the nightingale spirit. Love is all around. So you are infinitely supported no matter what you do, no matter what you choose to do. You are infinitely supported by spirit and the universe. So just keep in mind that love is all around. And start giving yourself. I'm getting this coming through very clearly. Start giving yourself the love that you want to see from others. So for the next couple cards, we have the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? We have no. No. This card is about stopping to revise your plans. So if you're going about a situation a certain type of way and you feel like it's working, It's not. If you don't go back and revise those plans, if you don't go back and go into that judgment energy and really sit up and assess those facts, no, your ass is gonna have to go back and do it all over again. So do it now. Make it easier for yourself. We have the Soul Family card, okay? And I see this energy strongly coming in with this Queen of Water. Whoever this person is that's trying to actually be there for you and love you and take care of you, this person that you're pushing away, I feel for many of you, this person is a part of your soul family and you need to let them in. Because you don't have to do everything alone. Like I said, you strike me as the type of person who doesn't want to ask for help. You want to do everything on your own. This card is telling you you ain't got to. It's kind of impossible to do everything on your own. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And we have the Council of Light. The Council of Light is about being surrounded by your spirit guides and your ancestors and just all of the divine beings that were appointed to love you and protect you. So you are most definitely surrounded at this time, especially with this Love is All Around card and this divine orchestration. Love is all around. So even when you feel like you're by yourself, even when you feel like you're alone in this situation, you are not. You are not alone. You are never alone. Spirit is always with you. Your guides are always with you. Don't think that just because you can't see it, that it's not there. Yeah, so I really want you to take a time out this week. Pay attention to your thoughts and the weight that they hold. Don't push away any opportunities out of fear that you don't deserve them or that they might not turn out how you want them to go. And yeah. So that's all I have for you guys, group number 2. I really hope that this reading resonated for you, and I hope that it helped you in some way. If it did, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next video, okay? Have a good week, you guys. Hey group number 3, and welcome to your reading. So this is for those of you who chose the rhodonite bracelet, and a couple of things that I want to say about rhodonite is that it's a very soothing stone. It kind of helps you tune into the center of your heart and what you're really feeling in here. It kind of helps the heart and the mind to get along and work in harmony with one another, and it'll help you to kind of do what's best for yourself, especially if you're somebody who has a tendency to kind of neglect yourself and neglect your needs, especially in relationships like codependent partnerships and things like that. So it's definitely a good stone to have when it comes to relationships. Alrighty, so let me say you guys got the thickest pile, so it is going to take me a while to kind of lay all these out, but I'm going to show you all of the cards first, and then I'm going to explain to you what they all kind of mean. So the first card that we have for what this week is going to be bringing you, we have the Strength card, we have the King of Earth, the Ten of Air in the reverse, the Release card, the Lovers in the reverse, the Six of Air, the Sun in the reverse, the High Priestess, the Five of Air, the King of Fire in the reverse, the Ten of Water, the Six of Earth, the Knight of Earth in the reverse, the Queen of Earth, and the King of Air in the reverse. So the first card that came through for what is going to be the overall energy for your week is the Strength card. So I see you kind of having to be strong for some reason. I kind of feel like it has to do with a relationship that you just got out of. This is going to be for a vast majority of you, and I feel like this week you're going to kind of release any harsh feelings that you have towards this person or anybody that you kind of just don't want to bring with you into 2020. So I definitely see you kind of releasing any harsh feelings and anything that's just kind of blocking you from fully forgiving this person or people that you kind of don't want in your life anymore. We also have the King of Earth here. So I see you being successful this week. I see you kind of making money this week. I see you accepting opportunities that are being offered to you. And I see you kind of coming into this this abundant energy that you've always wanted to create for yourself. So I definitely see that happening. I also see you walking away from a situation or wanting to walk away from a situation that you might be constantly getting pulled back into. So the Ten of Air is all about like a difficult situation ending, like an addiction ending, particularly for many people. Being that the Lovers in the reverse is also in this, I feel like it could be like a codependent relationship type of situation. So I see you kind of trying to come out of this, not wanting to be out of it. I mean, not wanting to be a part of it anymore, but somehow still kind of being pulled back in for some reason. I feel like you, and I also feel like you are dealing with an air sign. For some of you, take that as it resonates, but I see a lot of air energy here, and I see a lot of earth energy here too. So I feel like you or this person could be a air earth combination. So one of you is an air sign, one of you is an earth sign. So yeah, I definitely see that here. I also see with the release card, I feel like with this relationship ending, I feel like something in you like literally died. Something in you is just not trying to come with you into 2020, basically, is what I'm trying to say. This is a good thing. This is like a part of you dying so that a new part of you can be born. And I see you kind of really wanting to let this situation go, especially with this Lovers in the reverse. This Lovers in the reverse is like all about kind of like happy partnership, intimate partnerships and things like that. With it being in the reverse though, I do see you coming out of this space and coming out of this energy with this person. And I feel like it's been kind of difficult for you, especially emotionally. I feel like you've been having a really hard time with this ending lately. But this week, I see you being strong. And I also see you might feel like things are really, really gloomy right now. But we have the Six of Air and the Sun in the reverse. So the Six of Air is like promising you that things are going to get better. You actually might be able to like take a trip. You might be able to go away for a while. You might go on a vacation, or you might just take a week away. But I see you kind of being able to get away and clear your head of this energy and figuring out how you want to proceed after getting out of the situation. I also see with this Sun being in the reverse here. In the upright, it's all about being happy and like having what you want, having everything that you need. But with it being in the reverse, I feel like you are not, I feel like you're just in really rainy days right now. You're not really seeing the positive side of the situation, and I just feel like you're having a hard time right now. But this will be in the upright very soon. This is just kind of how you feel right now. I feel like you feel very down. I feel like you feel very sad. Don't be afraid to reach out to other people. Don't be afraid to reach out to your friends, your family, people that you love, people who actually want to spend time with you coming out of this energy, because you shouldn't isolate yourself if this is how you're feeling. Next, we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is about listening to your intuition and considering what you want carefully before acting upon it. So if there is something that you want to shoot for, something that you want to go for, something that you kind of want to bring into the picture, this card is all about taking the time, meditating on it, thinking on it, making sure that it's really something that you want before you act upon it. Next, we have the Five of Air here. So I see an unwise decision being made somehow. This could be a decision that was made in this relationship. This unwise decision could be referring to this relationship, this decision the decision that you've made to possibly stay in this relationship when knowing that it wasn't good for you. So I see this card as telling you not to beat yourself up over it, but kind of think about what you want and kind of look back on what it is that you don't want, so that you don't make the same mistakes again in your future relationships or just in the future. Next, we have the King of Fire. So the King of Fire is about, if I'm not mistaken, it's about really being successful in your career. Really just, it's just like being the King of Fire. Like you're successful in your career. It's like you're that go-to person. Like you're the leader at your job. And I see you wanting to step into this energy somehow, like at work, or somehow I see you kind of wanting to step up and be a leader. But I feel like you might, with the way that you've been feeling, I feel like you might not really feel like kind of being in a position of leadership, or you might kind of be a little bit resistant to kind of stepping into this powerful energy right now. But we do have a couple of promising cards down here at the bottom. This is like to tell me what is to come after you come out of this energy, after you come out of this situation. So I see the 10 of water here, which is all about really having getting exactly what you want out of your life. It's about having that divine partnership that you've always imagined. It's about having children with somebody. Could even be animals in the picture. I know with the 10 of earth, it has to do with like animals and stuff. But it's all about really just building the life that you always wanted. It's about having a really, really happy, safe, secure family home life where you can really express your emotions and just feel safe with your person and your family. So I do see you having this. I see you having this life. I see you being with somebody who really, really does love you. I see you having the children that you want. I feel like many of you want children. I see you having the children that you want. I see somebody coming into the picture and wanting to spend money on you, wanting to give you things, wanting to buy you gifts, wanting to buy you clothes, because you strike me as the type of person who, when in a relationship, you want to spoil your person. You want to kind of buy them things. You want to give them things. And I see somebody coming into the picture who kind of wants to do the same for you. So I see you being in a relationship where there's just a lot of giving, and it's equal give and take, but not just on a material level. I just see a lot of giving to one another and appreciating one another and just kind of showing that to one another. I see really great happiness. If this is something that you were not getting out of your previous relationship, this is definitely somebody that's going to come into the picture for you. And if you already kind of have somebody in mind, then do something about it. I see here with the Knight of Earth. The Knight of Earth is about like really buckling down, but it's in reverse. The Knight of Earth is about really buckling down and kind of getting things done in your job. With it being in the reverse, I feel like there still might be some time before you kind of come into this energy and like buckle down, because I feel like this energy right here is at your ideal job. It's not at a job that you have right now. It's like at a future job, something that you might have been getting extensive training for. So I see somewhere down the line you really are gonna kind of buckle down, and like I see you're gonna have enough. Like you're gonna have so much to give that you're going to be able to, like you're just gonna be giving freely, randomly to charities. Like you're just gonna have it to give. So I see that. And I also see with the Queen of Earth that you're going to finally start making time for people around you, the people that love you, the people that care about you, your family, your friends. And I also see you kind of clearing away people who don't see you like that you don't kind of put in that category. But I see you really spending time with the people that you love, with your loved ones this week. And this card is also about kind of being able to deal with conflicts very easily. I also see with the Knight of Air in reverse, I see this is further down the line when you come into this 10 of water, 6 of earth energy, when you come into this happy family home life and everything like that. I see things moving very, very quickly. I see things moving very, very quickly, and you and your partner like acting on your ideas together and creating something, building something together very, very fast. So I see things moving very, very fast for you further down the line. So that's all I have for the tarot cards. I really, really hope you liked that reading. I hope it resonated, but we are going to get into the oracle cards. So we're going to get into the animal oracle first. So first we have the starfish spirit. Open to infinite possibility. Don't block something from coming in just because you feel like it might not work or it might not go your way. Be open to everything. And we have the Sandpiper spirit. Be playful. So have fun. Have fun this week. Group number 3. We have the Giraffe spirit. See the big picture. Open to infinite possibilities. See the big picture. Expand your perspective. Snake spirit. Time to heal. So take a time out. Rest this week. We have the Deer spirit. Bring a gentle touch. And I feel like this is talking about, you know, how to treat yourself. Be nice to yourself this week. You know, you're kind of going through something that's not very easy. So be nice to yourself this week. Be gentle with yourself. Tune into what it is that you need. Give yourself what it is that you need. We have the Rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. So if you're thinking about doing something, thinking about acting on something, this is your week to do so. Especially with all this earth energy I see here. We have the Rhino spirit. Overcome any obstacle. And we have the Stag spirit. Take the lead. So I feel like this kind of plays into the King of Fire here in reverse, which is like you not really feeling like stepping into that leadership type of energy, that leadership type of vibe right now. But take the lead when you're ready, of course, because there are many people who are willing to follow you. You are somebody that can be looked up to. So for the last couple oracle cards, we have Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Is it the situation that you're in? The people that you are around? We have Share Your Voice. Come out of the cave. Talk. Make time for the people around you. We have You're Already Doing It. So if you're worried that you're not on the path to getting to where you need to go, or if you feel like, how the hell am I supposed to come into this happy energy? You know what I mean? Like, what do I do to get on the path? You're already doing it. You're already doing everything that you're supposed to do in order to get to where you need to be. And lastly, we have Get Grounded. So this is about like connecting with nature, like going into a space of meditation and like kind of just really tuning into what you need. Like, what do you need right now emotionally? What do you need right now? And a lot of times when we ask ourselves that, we might kind of try to reach outwards to find what it is that we need, when really, when it comes to what we need right now, the only person who knows that answer is inside of us. The only way that you can really find that out, figure that out, you have to really be willing to dive into yourself to find it. So give yourself the time and the space to do so you can understand yourself a little bit better and feel a little bit better about this situation and this situation ending, and possibly be bringing in new beginnings for yourself. New beginnings that are actually in alignment with everything that you want in life. So that is all I have for you guys, group number 3. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed your reading. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next one, okay, guys? I hope you have a good week.